Hey everybody, it's episode 16 of my blind RS3 playthrough. Taking a look at the Candy Loop tracker. I'm finally going to get back to quests today. It's been a lot of episodes since we last did a quest. Also want to generally work towards getting a 70 combat stat and T70 augmentable gear so we can level invention some more. I want to farm Dagonoth Rex for a dragon hatchet so we can augment it. Still on the lookout for a second Chinchampa for the player-owned farm. I have a male Chinchampa in the bank. I need to get a female one. As soon as I get one, it's going to massively increase the amount of farming XP and beans I get per day. Candy Loop item I am going to work on a lot in this episode is fishing and cooking in Menaphos. It's a really great spot for fishing, especially once you unlock the deposit box there. Eventually want to get around to doing smoking kills before I do any more Slayer training because it increases the amount of Slayer points you get per task. And then the thing I mentioned at the end of last episode we're going to open with here, I have to go check out the Hall of Memories. There's a task you can do in the Hall of Memories for increased daily divine locations. We had an issue at the end of last episode where my capture card audio cut out. That's still affecting the first part of this episode, so I'm just playing music from other video games in the background until it fixes itself. This episode includes the entirety of the Druidic ritual quest and most of the tutorial for Engram charging, so I'll put time codes in the description if you want to skip those. Anyway, here's the episode. Enjoy.
All right, y'all, I really want to look into that 85 divination thing today. I'm going to try to do my dailies as fast as I can here. We'll see if I can pull it off. I had an issue where I have to like plant things twice, or I have to remember to harvest to get the daily herb. Yeah, because yesterday was Marentil, so I planted Marentil, but then I didn't actually harvest it, so I missed out on the points. Farming 72. Oh, Calquat trees. I might actually want to plant those. I don't know if I already have any poison ivy seeds. If not, I think I can get them relatively cheaply from Vinesweeper. There's a couple things that it makes sense to get from Vinesweeper, just you can't get them in bulk for like farming quests. All right, I should finally get 85 divination here. There it is. No boosts, so I didn't have to come out here, but I can harvest these radiant wisps now. Yeah, I need to go figure out. I'm going to finish doing my dailies, and I'm going to go try to figure out how this Hall of Memories thing works so I can get more divine locations per day. Honestly, the most exciting thing by far about getting 85 is it's going to make Guthix caches potentially 2 minutes faster. We'll see how fast it actually is if I can attack the enraged automatons finally. I do have a couple of poison ivy seeds, so I'm going to go plant those. I guess I'll do the one in Varrock, and I should see if there's like a diary for them. I'll do one here and one in Remington, and I'll just leave them up and get poison ivy berries every day in case I get more Calquat seeds. I really prefer doing it this way of just disassembling it in the shop as I buy it. Okay, I'm mostly done with my dailies and Shopscape and all that. I need to go do fish flingers just to... I usually put it off for a long time, and that shapes my play for the day, so I'm just going to get my 2 games out of the way as soon as possible here. Fishing, 67. One more of these today. Runecraft, 39. Okay, dailies are done. I actually have some time to myself here. I'm actually going to quickly try to... I have way too many chickens. I need to get the storm barn at some point, but as long as I have bank space, I feel like I should use it. I'm going to try to grow 12 of these into adolescents. I'm just going to try to make as many of these adolescents as possible so I can stop paying attention to chickens for a while and just have a bank full of them to sell every day. So I'm going to grow all these chickens and maybe this cow that I got from the trapper. And then I'm going to try to get the increased divine locations per day. And then there's not too much holding me from starting Dragon Slayer. I might try to do a little bit of Chinchampa hunting to see if I can get a female Chinchampa, but it sounds like the catch rate is miserable, so I might just wait until the trapper gives me one before I worry too much about that. Okay, never done this before. I think this is what I do. I enter this pool. This takes me somewhere new. Oh, hey, it's the robots. Core memories missing. Do not neglect your duties. Empty jar and a full jar. Oh, it's the Guthix cache minigame, but not time limited, I guess. Okay. Memory storage bot jumps in your backpack. The bot will automatically look to recover data when harvesting from lustrous memories. Okay. I feel like the kind of like robot theming with Guthix. That's kind of cool. Oh, like human urns. Have 5 Memories for you to complete. Yeah, right. So that's what I'm here for. The bonus for divination. So do I already have memories to offer and then I have to gather more? Oh, I have to harvest them from these guys, I guess. Divination level 90. I think I have to do these in order is the problem though, right? Yeah, I think I have to do lustrous memories first. I think you have to do them each in order, so I guess I'll start with this. That's fine. Data recovered. Okay, this take a little while, but it doesn't look like it's too bad. Oh, I see. So this is a more attentive way to train divination. Core memory fragment released. Oh, is that like a chronicle I can get? Okay, that's interesting. Issue resolved. Don't know what that actually does, but okay. It's more attentive because you have to look around constantly to see where you have to go to harvest things. That was weird. There was a penguin running around that I clicked on. Gave me a casket. Ah, just straight up a medium clue casket. Okay. Oh, I'll take the amulet of power. That's an upgrade for me. Oh, I don't want to reroll the reward. That's fine. I guess this is still community oriented, so I should probably be on the community divination world. I'm gonna hop over to it. Always ends up being like way less complicated than I'm concerned it's going to be based on reading the wiki for it. So I guess you run out of pots. Do I have to go get more from somebody? Harvest Juna. Need more pots. Oh, I can just take a ton of jars. Okay. So what happens if I harvest Juna? What does that do? I have no idea. Okay. I'm gonna read the wiki and try to figure it out. Okay, I think this is just like better XP. It's like the same kind of memories, but it's better XP. But I need to work on the bot, so I'm gonna keep doing lustrous memories then. Trying to read more about this. Apparently you can 2-tick if you click immediately after the XP drop. Oh, interesting. I'll have to practice it, but that's kind of neat. Means I'll get done with filling the bot much faster. Memory storage bot has successfully recovered the memory. Okay, check memory storage bot. Return to the archivist. Got it. What can I do for you? Extra passive effect from the Memorial to Gothic's Fountain of Energy. I don't know what that is, but I'll look into it later. All right, so now we do brilliant memories, which are pink and easier to see because the blue ones, I confuse them pretty easily. And it's just another 250, no problem. All right, for this 2-ticking thing, I think I need to pull up ABBA. Staying Alive, 10-hour loop. Thank you. This is pretty great. Just put on Staying Alive and click whenever you hear a snare drum. All right, Saren memory's done. Go turn that in. Increased memory strand gain. Cool. All right, so there's just this one now. This is what's going to get me the more divine locations per day, which I don't know if it applies today or not. Radiant memories. Okay. Somehow the image of a bunch of people standing around just holding a jar on their crotch without moving is even funnier than the already very funny divination animation. All right, I'm done. Go turn this in. I'll go dump all my juice in the hole, I guess. Why not? 3 divine locations per day. Okay. Glad I'm starting to plant guam seeds. I'm going to have to pickpocket some regular farmers to get more guam seeds. So I might spend a little bit of time on that. We'll see. Big XP drop for throwing stuff in the hole? Question mark. All right, turning off Staying Alive. You couldn't hear it, obviously. I don't want to get a copyright strike. I'm going to go see if the divine location change applies to today. I'm going to guess no. Usually hasn't been the case before. And then I think probably time to start Dragon Slayer. We'll see. Yeah, looks like I can actually do 2 more already, so that's cool. I'll make 2 more, and then I'll gather them, I guess. What I don't know is whether this is going to cause me to hit the gather limit before I use all 3 of them, in which case I might need to make a different 3rd divine location, but I guess we'll find out. I passed 75%. I'm hoping it gets me like just barely to like 99% or something. Well, I waste like 2 seconds, but it also means I don't have to worry about the herb bag like precisely filling it at perfect moments, so I'll just continue to do that. It's fine. I have to decide if I want to try to go for using higher tier herbs. I think unfortunately the next tier would be lots of irits, and the tier after that would be lots of cadentines, and I don't think you can like use tier 1 divine locations to get
urits and then use tier 2s to get cadentines and so on. All right, so I think finally, after all this time, my excuses for not doing Dragon Slayer are all gone. A lot of excuses. I had a lot of things that I wanted to do first. Time to do quests again. I don't know how many 100 hours this has been. So I'm going to go do Dragon Slayer 1. I believe this quest has not changed at all from old school, so I'm likely just going to do it off recording, but I'll pop in if anything's obviously different. OSRS Maze is a pretty silly dungeon. Oh, I accidentally clicked the exit door. Bummer. All right, well, I got to do all that again, I think. I brought no equipment. Well, I brought my normal rune gear, but I didn't bring any food or anything. Oh, it sounded like he had some voice.
Let me drink my tea in peace!
Why would they voice that? All right. Let me drink my tea in peace. That line read, he delivered it so differently than you would expect. That was kind of great, actually. Oh, Lesser Demon death animation's pretty cool. All right, I got the map part, I think. Yeah? All right, map piece. Number 1, let's go. This seems to be the same here. Got it, thank you. Grabbed all the items I need to get in the second map part here. Better to just pay for the map piece. It's 10,000 coins, which is insane in old school, but that's trivial in this game, so why bother? All right, and I think that means we have most of what we need to progress. I think I have to go get Ned to help me. Is there a ship for sale in Port Sarum? It's pretty amusing. I came here really quick just to make some steel nails for the quest and got a ceremonial sword, so I guess I'll do that real quick. Why not? 76% XP, that's not too bad. Get a really rare chance to get a blacksmith outfit from that. It would be amazing if I did, but I'm not holding my breath for it. All right, going to Crandor. This is something where I imagine like the visuals might be slightly different. We like crash on the island, right? So far, this is pretty similar though. Yeah, it's basically exactly the same. That's kind of amazing. They made the textures on some of the characters look slightly better. Oh my glorb. Well, Elbark looks way more threatening. It's interesting. Not Jenkins. Okay, I didn't bring any food, which might be a mistake, but hopefully it'll be okay. I can always warp out if I need to. I love what they did with the secret passage behind that skeleton with the like human shape in the wall. Really cool stuff. And that's an old school RuneScape. I don't think they do anything with this in this game. What an iconic place to put a secret passage, though. Alright, let's see how badly I get fucked up here. Not too bad to start. Can be cutting it a little bit close. Alright, suck it, Elvarg. Cut her head off automatically. Nice effort. Outstanding. Oh god. Elvarg respawned when I was teleporting out. I didn't think that she could respawn. At least in old school, I don't think she does. I think she stays dead. Right, so turn this into Oziak here. What's up, bud? I have it set here. Actually did it. Sweet. I'd be happy to sell you rune plate bodies. Give me one too. Okay, it gives me one for free. Okay, I'll just disassemble it. Don't know if these XP lamps are going to be enough to give me a level in either strength or defense. Okay, strength and defense 51. Disassemble, please. Thank you. All right, I guess I'm just going to keep going down the list. So Druidic Ritual is next, and this one does have a new version of the quest. So I will record the whole thing. Because this one's fully voice acted, so I won't have to read out loud, which is great. Oh, that was supposed to be voice acted. Okay, let's try it again. So I just realized that my capture card was having audio issues that whole time. So like my last 30 minutes or so of recording had no game audio, which is a bummer. I think I fixed the problem, but that sucks. I'm sorry. I'll see if I can like find the audio clip of Melzar screaming the thing about the tea and edit it in or something. I only just now noticed it because of the voice acting in this one. Third time's the charm here.
What brings you to our holy monument? I sense the hand of Guthix in your arrival. Maybe you can help me with something.
This is even quieter than the voice acting usually is. What do you need help with?
I have a worthwhile quest for you, actually. You have about you the air of a wandering hero, and I sense progress. You are aware, are you not, that we worship Guthix, the god of balance?
Heard that before?
Well, anyway, we wish to contribute our strength to those soldiers who are fighting to protect us. However, Guthix sits in balance on the matter. All the omens show that he favors neither side more than the other, because on a global scale, the trolls' chaos and disorder are relatively minor.
How can I help?
In Tavali, there is a herbalist, Samfew. He is researching a potion we can offer to Guthix to bring our plight to his attention. The trolls represent disorder. For us, it is a major, immediate imbalance of the elements of harmony. But we need to call upon Guthix to right it with all haste. The potion is specifically called the Ointment of Imbalance. If it is applied to the stone, it will call Guthix's attention to our plight.
Okay, that's very different from
Once he
the original
sees
version of this
chaos
quest.
the trolls have brought,
I'm trying to do this whole thing with like the new starting zone being Birthorpe
and our star will once more be
and this like
centered.
troll conflict. I don't know if it works.
I would ask you, hero, to go and help Samfew with whatever he requests. With your help, I'm sure we can create the potion and perform the ritual.
I'm sorry about the voice acting being so quiet. It's like insanely quiet in my ear.
Excellent. Go to the last house on this side of the riverbank to the south of Tavali and speak to Samfew, who is working on the potion for the ritual. He knows what is required to complete it, thanks to his studies.
Like, I got voiceover maxed out and everything else quiet in relationship to it. I don't know. Talk to Samfew.
What can I do for you, young'un?
Ointment of Imbalance.
Now, well, aren't I the lucky one? You may be good at bashing trolls, young'un, but this will take a little more thinking for you to get done. I've got a list of things I need you to retrieve for the potion. Don't you go worrying about mixing it up. Just leave that to me.
We're not going to do the raw meat
Let me
thing.
see. What was it I needed again? Oh, I remember. I need you to get me a vial of untainted living water. Here, I'll even give you a vial as you seem to be lacking one.
Thanks.
After that, you can get me some wandering worm. And while you're by the lake, you can catch me a stonefish and get some of the scales.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Well, thank you very much. So nice to see some polite young people around for a change.
I think this is the cave they want me to go to that he was talking about. Dungeon where we were fighting cave bugs before. I don't know if there's like a specific pool in here that I have to find. Well, it's not on the far north end. I'll try the opposite side. Okay, I think I got it here. Fill from Subterranean Spring. There we go. Okay, well, that's one of 3. This is the Wandering Wormwood. That's funny. Oh, that's kind of cool. You like fish up a special fish here with a coin. Effort. Big fan. Gather scales. Maybe we need the chisel. Okay. Interesting that they remade the quest, but they kept it comparably short. I think that this is the end of it.
Did you bring me the required ingredients for the potion?
I did.
Whoa, that's the stuff. Well, now I think about it, you've got it all for me. Right, let's get this potion sorted then.
And if he mixes up the
There
potion.
we go. Now take this back to Cake Mix at the Stone Circle.
Oh, his name's supposed to be
and
pronounced
we'll be
Cake Mix?
fixed up and ready.
Okay. Joke is, that's a funnier name now. With the Gothics druids all having silly names.
Gothics, Lord of Balance, hear us. In the name of all beasts and plants, from the humblest mouse to the mightiest of dragons, from the tiniest blade of grass to the tallest oak.
Is he doing the Monty Python bit here? Like the way he's saying these things.
About young cake mix. The ritual just calls for you pouring the ointment on the stone. Are you trying to put us all to sleep?
Well, forgive me for trying to add a little gravity to the moment.
Accept our sacrifice, Gothics. Witness our devotion.
Well, did it work?
Oh,
I
Jam.
feel that our prayers have been answered.
Thanks, Gothics.
Gothics' will has turned against the trolls.
Well, this calls for a celebration. Oh, where's the mead?
Very cool. I'll take 15 noted guams. That's not bad.
Don't forget, these notes must be exchanged at a bank for the real items before you can use them in your herb lore studies.
Good to know, Cake Mix. I think I'm supposed to do this quest like really early now. Okay, so if I exclusively do quests, I think I'm going to lose my mind. So I'm going to alternate quests with some kind of skilling activity because I have a bunch of other small candy loops that I want to indulge myself on, like trying to get a Chinchampa for the player-owned farm and doing some fishing, just using my new augmented tools that I went to all that trouble to get with Invention. So I think I'm going to try to do the chins thing. I have to figure out where I'm going to go to catch them. Guess I'm going to try to do Viridian skill champas. They're south of Port Phasmatis, and I have a high enough agility to get bonuses from them. Okay, so I don't want to spend a ton of time on this because it's a 1 in 1,500 chance, and I'm probably more likely to just get one from the Trapper over time. But I figure I'd give it an honest attempt here. I kind of wish they made this more reasonable, or they gave you like fragments or something that you could redeem for the animal. Oh, you don't automatically replace the trap. I don't like that. It is nice that you catch multiple chins, but it looks like the drop rate of the player-owned farm chin doesn't scale with that at all, sadly. All right, this is easy enough. I might want to go ahead and do Azure skill champas instead because they're better XP. Those are in Relica, so I'm gonna head off in that direction really quick. Yeah, so the whole reason why I was doing Viridian skill champas is because my agility level is high enough to get me extra ones there, but not extra ones here. So I'll catch like 25 of these, and then I'll switch back to the Viridians just so I can get a bigger stack of them. It's like, I think they both give, when you have them equipped in your offhand, they give you some extra XP in whatever gathering skill you're training, but there's like an added effect that's slightly better with the Azure skill champa than the Viridian skill champa. I don't really care about the extra effect as much as I care about the XP portion, so I'll get like 25 of these and go back. This is like exponentially slower than doing Scarabs. I might do a little bit of Scarabs anyway, because I think there's a tool you can unlock for Hunter at 72 that gives you more XP. So the plan right now is I'm gonna stay here until I get 1,000 Viridian skill champas. That feels like a reasonable attempt at getting a lucky player on farm drop. And then I'll go do Scarabs to get to 72, and then I'll go get that stick thing that gives you more XP. I got 500 so far, so I'm about halfway to my goal. Just gonna keep going to 1,000. Maybe I'll get lucky. We'll see. Yeah, the XP is terrible. It's really bad. Well, I still got a 100 level here, even if the XP rate is bad. 72, I should now be able to go get that stick. I'll do that once I finish getting 1,000 of these. Another little candy loop thing that I want to do is catch some swordfish for leveling herblore, because I can cook swordfish and then use them to make cooking potions. And it'd be a good opportunity to use my new augmented fishing rod that I went to all that trouble to get. Alright, I did 1,000 skill champas and didn't get the drop. This is probably more like a couple hundred skill champas in terms of like chances to roll for the drop, so I'll just wait for the trapper to get it for me. I gave it a try. I'm gonna go get this stick really quick. I think this is the guy we're here for. I think this is also pretty useful to do because it's a way to get charms, which I need lots of, so I'll be able to start finally training summoning next week, or next weekly reset, so I can get the full summoner outfit finally.
It's a strange name. What are you doing here? Invisible creatures are invading our lands from the Sumna realm. Okay. Wield the stick, throw the sprite lure. I think I have to catch 1,000 of them to enhance the stick to get a bonus. Which I may as well do. I need the charms anyway. Target the creatures to transmute them into charm slices. Now we do open shop. Buy a sprite lure and a Yogg-T stick. Equip the Yogg-T stick. I just target the bushes that are moving. Okay, and then I get the thing back. I don't know if I need multiple spirit lures here. Already transmuted that sprite. Okay, weird. I don't know if I have to like stare at it for a second. Research this a bit more. Hey, I'm getting candy looped while trying to research this. Apparently there's some kind of like passive benefit I want to get from something called Memorial to Guthix, which is different from the Hall of Memories below the Memorial to Guthix. So I need to figure this part out. I think I can do it now. I had heard about this before, but I avoided messing around with it under the impression that I needed to do the World Wakes quest, which is like a Grandmaster quest and it's forever in the future. But I think I can do part of it before that? I don't know. I guess I've been able to do this all along and probably should have done it a while ago. I think the first thing you get from this during the tutorial requires you to finish the World Wakes, question mark? I guess I'm about to find out. Okay, so I guess I have to talk to Orla here first. She's gonna give me some kind of engram? Divination is such a bizarre skill. Okay, yeah, I've got strands. Permanent markers on the timeline. Okay. Okay. This is the first thing that feels maybe divination-y, like being able to see something that other people can't see. Echoes belonging to Guthix. Okay. How do we find them? Once I find an engram, I can charge it by filling it with divine energy and memory strands. Then bring it to me. Okay. Get hints about where to find engrams, charge engrams with memory strands, give them to you to add to the pool. Build a stronger connection to the place. Sounds interesting. I'll investigate. I probably should have done this like the first day I started playing, but whatever. I don't get it. Charge the engram. 500 pale energy. All right, I can go do pale energy. I think that's the one that's over by the wizard tower, I think. Oh, that's so annoying. One of the rewards for doing this, someone's probably going to point this out in a comment at some point. One of the rewards for doing this gives you a thing that makes it so when you get a buff for doing a Guthix cache, it puts it in a bottle so you can activate it later at your leisure. I've done so many Guthix caches. I'm 85 divination almost exclusively through the Guthix caches. Oh, okay, never mind. I feel less bad. You need 95 divination to do that one. So I don't have that, so we're okay. I couldn't have bottled it. I think I do check the engram. 500, charge the engram. Charged, okay. This is perfect. I can feel the energies radiating. Okay, give me a bunch of XP. Wouldn't mind a pat on the back every now and then. Tutorial stage 2 of 6 complete. Okay. What? Assign the echo to the plinths. Okay. I guess this is where I, like, reserve my buffs or something. Okay. Got it. The nature of things is a perfect cycle. Okay. What is it you're asking me to do? Yeah. Butterfly statue controls the flow of energy here. Power up your divination skill by tinkering with it. Let me know if it works. Okay. This butterfly statue. Fountain of energy. Maybe this is where I pick which buffs I want. Harmony of Naragun. Gothic's butterflies spawn instead of chronicles. I guess that's fine. You'll be unable to make changes for a short time. Now catch an unlimited number of chronicle fragments. I could have done that. Okay, whatever. Okay, I apparently need to get the one for the hunter buff that I want is at the wilderness crater. I'm pretty upset about this. Like, I should have done this like day 2 of playing, but had no idea that it wasn't quest locked. I think this is relatively dangerous. I have to like go click on this sword or something to get another engram. Maybe not. I need to figure out how I'm supposed to actually get it. Holy shit, I finally found this engram. It's so tiny. I could barely even see it. Gothic's butterfly. Oh, is my... Okay, it doesn't count invention for the butterfly. Got it. Alright, so I need bright energy. Okay, it looks like the engrams give you a teleport back here. That's cool. Let me figure out this bright energy situation. Right, I definitely prefer these butterflies, but I'm definitely going to need to change my skills so that archaeology is not my lowest, because it's a very easy skill to train. I'd like those to be going on to like summoning or runecraft. I'm a little sad it doesn't go on invention, but I guess it makes sense. Alright, charging this engram. Alright, turning this in, and I think I can activate it. Alright, looks like I'm able to activate it, so I'm probably going to get this one and the pickpocketing one. I think those are probably the most impactful for me for now. Fire making one sounds useful too. Okay, here's the other one that I care about. This is the pickpocketing one. Guess we should grab that butterfly. This one needs brilliant energy. Alright, charging the time engram. I'm gonna go turn it in, I think, and I'll have that and the hunter one running. I really like to get the fire making one as well, but I guess I'm just gonna not bother touching fire making until I can swap it off, you know? I will be pickpocketing soon. I want to pickpocket regular farmers for low-level herb seeds. Apparently got a divination level for turning that one in. 86 divination. The game is kind enough to let you swap them whenever you get a new one, so I guess if I decide to do fire making training, I can go get the fire making thing and then add it, and I'll be able to have it selected. It's completely fine, I think. Oh, it hurts so bad that I didn't have this unlocked when I was pickpocketing the gullible tourists. Oh, that hurts. You get them pretty frequently. Oh, kill me. I missed the level, but I got 60 prayer doing my Nemi Forest daily. I usually don't have to have OBS pulled up when I do this anymore, but I didn't realize I was so close to a level up. And my dailies, which now also includes gathering poison ivy berries for Calquat trees in case I get more Calquat seeds. And there's a achievement for that. Nice to be able to finally tap out my gathering limit for divine locations, but I'm gonna really need to figure out a long-term solution for guams to pay for these, because it's like 10 guams per herb patch. And I'm already out of guam seeds. So I might need to like pickpocket master farmers or something. It seems like master farmers are better for low-level herb seeds than regular farmers. Alright, got a Guthix cache coming up, and I usually don't report on these, but I'm very excited to finally be able to knock down the level 85 enraged automatons. We'll see how much that actually speeds this up. Even just saving me a minute would be great. Knocking the big bag down for the first time ever. Wonderful 3 points. Gonna be 6 points when I can double it. I'm hoping that just means that this is that much easier. Yeah, it looks like being able to do the 3-point activities effectively saves me an entire cycle here. Normally I have to do one more cycle and then wait an extra minute to be able to turn back into a robot, but I think I can just turn into a robot here, hit like 2 of them and be done, which is wonderful. Yeah, that's huge. The 5-minute warning didn't even pop. Really, really good. It looks like it did give me the buff, so I'm going to go ahead and head to Dragontooth Island. Now that I need the energy, I can't afford to let that buff go away, so I guess I couldn't have earlier either. I didn't realize how much energy I was going to need for invention, but, you know, it's in video games, how you find out, I guess. I'm doing my fish flingers daily. I just did my first one. While I wait for the second game to start, I guess I'm just going to go catch swordfish. I need them for herb lore. And I want to try out my augmented fishing rods. We're going to give that a shot here. Oh, and there's a fish flingers guy right here. Perfect. The animation for using the fishing rod-o-matic is pretty funny. You just literally suck the fish in. Pretty incredible. This gets item XP at a reasonable rate. I guess it's important that I eventually get 34 invention. I'm close to the weekly reset, and I'm actually close to the monthly reset too, so I need to do Broken Home and Troll Invasion soon. Tempted to put the lamps on an invention because it's so annoying to level right now, but I think I want to keep it on summoning so that once I get the full summoning set at the weekly reset, I can make the best possible thing with my accrued charms and spirit shards. Seems like I really want to unlock spirit terror birds or whatever they're called. They're like a nice pack animal. 0.1 in their favor, and 2, you can disassemble them. And 3, they're very easy to make. I have tons and tons and tons of raw bird meat from Ooglog shop. Fishing 68. I'm gonna go back to, I got to do my weekly. I got to do Broken Home and then Troll Invasion, but I kind of want to just chill and get some swordfish and try to level up this fishing rod if I can. Hey, my fishing rod gained a level. It's now level 2. That's cool. I think 5 is the highest I can take it to, so that might be my stopping point. I got a little bit of stream work to do, so I'm going to try to do that while getting this to level 5. I didn't do this, but I probably should. I should probably make some fishing urns, so I'm going to do that really quick. Candy looping, hey! Honestly, urns are so easy to make. I should probably just make them for every skill. It's going to be annoying to try to remember to have them on me for activities, but it seems worth doing. Very strange to me that, like, there's no reason not to just make the max level urn all the time. Seems like you just get to 76 crafting and you permanently have access to that. Whatever, that's all I need for now. I'm going to head back to fishing until I get my work done. It's hit level 4 on the fishing rod. Like I said, I'm going to stay here until it hits level 5, and I think I just have to disassemble it and build another one. So I'm glad I got a bunch of flexible components. 69 fishing, nice. It's got a golden swordfish egg. It says, congratulations, you earned a prawn point for finding a golden swordfish egg. No idea what that means. I know the prawn broker is something that kind of invalidates the tackle box, or at least it allows you to get away with not having bait. It has something to do with construction. I have to research it later now that I have one. Alright, my fishing rod just capped. It looks like it's still allowed to earn XP past 5. I guess that's just in preparation of you getting a level up that would let you increase the level cap. But the way I'm probably going to do that is by disassembling this thing. So let me pop over and try to craft that really quick. And then after that, I got to work on Broken Home and Troll Invasion. And then my objective, this isn't going to really affect you because you can't tell what's the start of a new day, but I'm going to try to do a quest a day. So I'm going to try to do Lost City, maybe today. And I can accrue a debt. So if I don't get to Lost City, I'll do Lost City and Witch's House next time. We'll see. Wanted to make sure I can replace this fishing rod before I disassemble it. I should be able to, although I need to get a regular fishing rod back. Alright, making a replacement fishing rod here. I got invention 24 from that and accidentally made 2 of them, but that's okay. Probably need to have a bunch of them. Alright, so now I'm going to disassemble the item, which I think gives me a... Oh wow, that's a lot more invention XP than I was expecting. I'm really glad I pushed through and got to 22, because that really changes the amount of invention XP I can get. Amazing. You gain 4 invention levels. You're now level 28, which I think I have to research it, but I can get a max level of 10, which is what I actually want to use going forward. Cool. So I'll go ahead and research both of these here. All right, with this level 10 increase, I'll wait to disassemble until I get to level 10 from now on, but it seems like even just with a single tool, that is pretty significant. And the equipment siphon seems pretty useful later on when you just want the XP out of the item but don't want to actually destroy it. I don't know what it costs to make a siphon. That's actually not too bad. Simple parts I still need to have a long-term solution for, but I could see that being worth doing. Okay, so unfortunately I still need AFK, so I'm going to cook some of that fish I got. I'm going to work on the tuna first to try to pump some cooking levels here. I'm eating my lunch. 48 cooking. Really should stop chewing when a level's coming up. 49 cooking. Cooking 50. Cooking 51. I finished my lunch, so I'm going to try to quickly get Broken Home out of the way. Alright, talking to the monster. This went pretty well. Alright, get my lamp. I think it goes on summoning. I might change that starting next week once I can actually train summoning finally. I'd like to claim a reward. There you go. Huge XP lamp. Thank you. Yes, please. 43 summoning. Alright, I'm going to try to do Troll Invasion. I think I still have to do non-combat. I'm guessing this becomes easier to do with combat later on, but I don't have combat unlocked yet. Going much better than my first attempt, but still not super great. Well, didn't quite complete it. Got a reward book at the end. 1120 trolls. So let's put that on summoning, shall we? It's pretty good. Probably should have done that first and then Broken Home, but whatever. 45 summoning.
Okay, I'm officially free. I actually don't think I have time today to do my Lost City quest, so tomorrow I'll do Lost City and Witch's House. Alright, I gotta keep editing, so I'm gonna get back on cooking. I don't think I'm gonna want to come back to swordfish for a long time, so I'm gonna try to get my cooking level as high as I can before I cook the swordfish for use in training herb lore. Check when they stop burning. 86 cooking, okay. I guess it's lower with this this building, but cooking 52, cooking 53. I think my plan will be I'm gonna switch over to Desert Souls in Menaphos once I run out of tuna here. That'll be more invention XP because I can take my fishing rod all the way to level 10. And I'll cook all of those to try to get fishing XP so that I can reduce my burn rate on swordfish as much as possible. We'll get a little bit of a candy loop before I go to fish desert fish. It seems like I can technically boost with T to get the prawn broker. I need a little bit more money though. I need 200k to unlock the room, so I'll have to do a little bit of safe cracking first. But then I'll go in my house and try to build the aquarium. And I think because I already have that golden prawn ball, I can immediately get the ability to fish without bait, which is going to be helpful. So let me figure all that stuff out. I also think all this fish I cooked isn't going to be terribly helpful, so I'm just going to disassemble all of it. You get crafted parts from that, which I need a lot of. Thieving 85, and I should have enough money to go build this aquarium. I meant to do another round of thieving, safe cracking to make money for Shopscape, but we'll see. All right, it's called, I have to make tea to build it because it's level 63. Okay. Aquarium built? Yeah, okay, so it gives you a bathysphere by default, which, okay. A bunch of stuff that goes in here. I don't know how the prawn broker is supposed to work. I have to figure that part out. Okay, so I have to build a driftwood prawn broker with 8 teak planks. So I have to come back. All right, back with planks. Gonna build this prawn broker hotspot. Interact with the prawn broker. Select my perks. You have 1 prawn point to spend. You can do rod fish without using bait. Seems crazy and super hidden if you're not like digging through the wiki for things all the time. All right, caught my first desert soul here. I don't know how easy it's gonna be to bank. I changed my rep grind over to the port district so I can at least get the deposit box here. Oh, got another prawn point for obtaining my first prawn ball. That's kind of cool. Thicker calcite in amber. That's convenient. Okay, so I need to figure out what is the most efficient way to bank. I don't even know where the bank deposit box is or where it will eventually be once I unlock it. This might be far enough from a bank that it makes sense to just use porters. I think I'm going to do that. Got a maw coral, another thing for the book, I guess. Need to make some more porters, but I'm popping back over to the prawn broker really quick to get more prawn perks. Give me more prawn balls, I guess. So I think I can just straight up turn memory shards into porters. Okay, I'll just do that then. I'll look up what all I can get from fishing, because I got a wave crest opal. I should look at that book. I know I got a bunch of these from the Gullible Tourist earlier. Fishing, level 70. Now I'm getting shark fragments. That's cool. I might actually get to build that one because fishing's a relatively slow skill. The new day again, it's also the weekly reset, so a lot of things I have to work on here, but it's so incredible that they think it's reasonable to ask for 32 apple tree seeds. Jeez. So close to having 7,000 beans so that animals can breed in large pens. I can start using cows again. Farming 73. Planting my first calquat sapling. Should be able to protect it here. Perfect. I don't know if I'm going to get any more of those seeds. I know this is really good XP if you check it. Right, I was actually able to not only plant the featured herb of today, Ranars, but remembered to make it back before the daily reset kicked over and I didn't harvest it and didn't get my bonus favor, so hooray! I think using the extra herb seeds is not very useful for me as an Ironman early on. It might be eventually if I get a ton of herb seeds from Slayer or something. Right now, while I have minimal herb seeds, the extra minimum seeds per patch isn't super great. So I think I'm going to save favor to get speedy growth, which is forever away. Oh, the bank deposit box is literally right next to this node here, so I just got to squeeze out level up here. I'm going to go for it. It's really funny. I just got an achievement for attempt to release a raw fish back into its fishing spot. Do you actually think that would work? I meant to put it in my tackle box. Open these prawn balls. Not clear on like why you care about them. Okay. I think these are mostly decorations for the player-owned house. I think the prawn pennies and the prawn pounds do something, so let me look into those, I guess. Oh, they're for finding golden fish eggs. Okay, that might be worth trying to go for. Some of the prawn broker perks are really good. Let me think. Yeah, I guess it's not super crucial. The only other thing I really care about right now is fly fishing without feathers, so... But even that, it's unlikely I'm going to fly fish again now that I have these other fish unlocked. I'll just hold on to them. I'm probably going to want to unlock that stuff later. I think I'm finally done with this mini game. This is my last piece. I think I'm going to get the last piece of the set. It's very exciting stuff. One more weekly I can cross off the list forever. Make sure I click the right button here. Summoning ingredients. Thank you. Open box. Shaman's headdress add-on. It's done. I'm gonna go equip the whole thing and celebrate because now I can actually train summoning after all these weeks. This is the completed outfit. It's done, it's over, it's completed. I can get spirit shards from this. 500 spirit shards, that seems pretty good. I'll just add that to my list of headdresses that I have to withdraw items from every day.
I still have a few more dailies and weeklies to time out, but now that I have the summoning outfit, I would love to actually train summoning realistically. I'm gonna make some bronze minotaurs to see if I can squeeze out 46 summoning, because then I think that gives me an option for training. Like a realistic Ironman option for training. Bronze Minotaur pouch. Doesn't summarize the total XP I'm gonna get, right? I don't want to over make stuff. I don't think that these Minotaurs are very useful. I think I only need to actually make 5 of these to get to 46 as an important level. There we go. Summoning 46. And at 46 I can make Higher Lord pouches, which use tinder boxes. I guess there's a shop where I can trivially buy tons and tons of tinder boxes. I think I just disassemble all my summoning pouches. I know that there's like combat uses for summoning, but it just doesn't seem like it's worth using the lower level stuff at all. Fire making cape guy just sells 60,000 tinder boxes. Okay, perfect. I guess I have to run the bank a bunch. I only need enough of these to get to 49 summoning, because then I can make bloated leeches with all that beef I've been buying from Uglog. One of the main reasons I did Uglog, I guess, is to be able to make stuff. I shouldn't have. I accidentally used a bunch of my bird meat in the player-owned farm. Like thousands of bird meat in the player-owned farm. Huge mistake. Wasted several days worth of purchases. Because those go into making spirit terror birds, which are apparently great for crafting for summoning XP and great for disassembling. What are you gonna do? That cache I just didn't award boosts, but I'd like to get 1750 of these to get the boon. I should have used my previous tier on the boon, but I ended up using it all on divination training. Alright, boon of radiant energy. Thanks, game. I don't think I have enough charms for this, but I'm gonna make an honest effort at getting Spirit Terror Birds unlocked, because I have a ton of gold charms that I've just been saving. How much XP do we get from a single inventory of Pyre Lords? 1 level. Okay, not bad. So I got a Spirit Gem, saved 5 charms, and the headgear has saved 4 charms, so it's huge. It's I feel a little crazy waiting to do things until I unlock skilling outfits, but this one is not crazy at all, I don't think. 48 summoning, and I'm actually out of spirit shards. I had a giant stack of spirit shards. That's pretty wild. How many you burn through? Okay, I'm clearly gonna have to do more safe cracking just to afford summoning shards. Yeesh. Oh, that's cool. You get powerful components out of Pyre Lord pouches. Very alliterative. You also get them out of insulated boots, which I think is the main reason we buy insulated boots. Okay, so I don't care as much for XP right now. I just need money from safe cracking, which I think means I should do the safes that have the fewest dials, and also the most trivial teleports that I have. So I think that's the Edgeville teleport, the Wizard's Tower teleport from the Wicked Hood. I guess I can include the 2 in Al Kharid, because they're really easy to get to. Well, I guess if I'm going to do anything that has 4 dial locks, like the ones in Al Kharid, I may as well do the highest XP ones possible. So there's 2 in Berthorpe, and then I'll do the 2 in the Wizard's Tower and the 1 in Edgeville, and I think that's a loop. We'll see. I think the Wise Old Man safe is like annoyingly out of the way, but I think there's also an achievement for doing all the safes in Misthalin. I think this is the only one I haven't done, so the 3 dial safes are definitely way faster, but then you have a problem of them not regenerating in time. Usually good GP haul for a full looting bag over here. 337k. I need to do more of this in order to pay for Shopscape too, because I guess now I have to compete between Shopscape and summoning training. I can finally afford the large loot bag, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. Almost all that money getting 2 spirit shard packs. Doesn't seem like it's gonna last me crazy long. 111 spirit shards per pouch. Good lord. Alright, now that I'm 49, I can use beef instead of tinder boxes. Don't think my charms are gonna hold me over. I am saving a decent number of charms from being used via like the spirit gem. It's hard to tell what the best strategy is for pouches, whether I should disassemble them or there's an NPC I can warp to sell them to for money. Well, not for money, but to get a refund on some of the shards used. I think disassembly is ultimately better because I need those components for lots of things going forward, but in the interim, before I'm even able to do disassembly, I need to actually have money to train the skill. Which I guess that means I can just go keep, you know, doing safe cracking until I get the money, but it's a hard thing to balance, it seems like. Alright, so bloated leech pouches. I can do 20 at a time because of my red charms. Summoning 50, which is exciting to have gotten to. Need 2 more levels to get the exciting one, which is Spirit Terror Birds. Summoning 51, I apparently was super close. Keep trying to squeeze as much as I can out. I made 2 there. I'm trying to like exactly use up my Spirit Ruby because I only have 1 charge left. But last time the headdress and the Spirit Gem combined saved me. I'm just gonna keep doing one at a time here until the ruby goes away. I don't know, I think all my bonus XP and lamps and stuff has to continue going on summoning. I can train invention, like by doing fishing and fire making and stuff. And it doesn't cost me money, but this costs so much GP compared to everything else that I think I need to squeeze every last buff I can out of it. Alright, so I'm over here waiting on my second Guthix cache to trigger. I think what I'll do, I gotta go do Broken Home again because the weekly reset just happened, so I may as well do them back to back. Pump that into summoning, that'll get me to 52 for Spirit Terror Birds, and that's probably gonna be my main way of training the skill for a while. Obviously I want to use the other colored gems for things, but that's gonna be pretty helpful. I think I can also actually use those pouches as a Beast of Burden. They're not as good as like the in-game pack yaks, but they seem okay. They give you a decent number of extra inventory slots. But I've got obviously other stuff to do after this Guthix cache. I've got a whole bunch of weeklies and I need to finish, and I am in debt 1 quest. So I need to do Lost City and Witch's House today, which I will make a earnest effort at actually doing. I think my big project right now, my big Candy Loop project, is to continue trying to burn through Invention by leveling fishing, because I have a bunch of stream work that I have to get done. There's a long-ass, like 6-hour Stardew Valley video that I need to edit. So I kind of need to sit and just fish at Port Menaphos for a really long time. So I will likely pivot to fishing soon once I get all my other chores done. Over here in Fish Flingers, doing my 2 tickets for the day. I do have enough medals now for the next tackle box, but I need way more tokens. I think if I fish more tuna to try to get the golden tuna ball, I can do this in between Fish Flingers runs. So I might try to burn through all my tickets to save myself some hassle the rest of this week. Well, it happened again. I got another ticket while doing Fish Flingers, which is, I guess today I already planned to just do Fish Flingers until I run out of tickets, but that's still my nightmare, where it's like I'm already committing, 20, sometimes up to 30 minutes to do this stupid mini game, and it's an extra 15 minutes on top of it. And never mind on the 10 Fish Flingers thing. I did come back to use up the extra ticket I got, but there's too few people here right now for me to routinely get my 4 medals. I got a prawn point for getting my 20th prawn ball. So if I can't reliably sit here and do the rest of my Fish Flingers tickets, then I'm going to try to work on weeklies, and then once I finish my weeklies, I'm going to go ahead and do the quest that I am owing. Okay, so I think the other prawn perks are pretty pointless. So weeklies. I got weeklies to do. Meg. Oh man, best of all possible worlds. I got a huge herblore lamp. Yeah, let's do it. Not quite a level up, but I guess Irby Werby maybe will finish it off. All right, and then my set off, they were all excellent, so I should get another huge lamp next week, I think. I didn't realize you get like 44k coins, that's nice. But I have in my bank a ton of eggs, like chickens that are in the form of eggs, and it takes about 63 minutes to grow them into adolescence, so I'm just gonna try to turn them all into adolescence just so that I can quickly turn things in whenever I have a request. I might actually be able to do this medium request. I don't know if I saved a black sheep. Let me go check. Yeah, I have a black sheep. Okay. I think it doesn't care whether it's male or female. At least I hope it doesn't. First time doing a medium request, so that would be nice. I'm getting pretty close to being able to turn in double chickens per day, which would be pretty huge. And in medium request. I don't have inventory space for the rewards. What does he still want? 95 sweet corn, a black sheep, 23 cabbage. There it is. Shifter charm times 15 and 5,500 farming rep. And I guess a brassica primer. I don't know what the shifter charm is. To make a specific lower level pouch. Okay, using blue charm, which I might still have a couple of. Let me check. I'm trying to figure out what to do with some of these. Like, I have all these rabbits, and I'm never going to grow rabbits again because chickens are more efficient. And it sounds like you can just feed them to an NPC in the front of the house for a very small bean value. It would be nice for a reason I'll cover here in a second. Probably want to hold on to some rabbits. Yeah, I have these unchecked rabbits that stack in the bank. I'm just not going to check rabbits anymore so I can get them to stack in that way. That way I can save the unchecked ones for if I get a farming request that wants to use them. But I guess there's a little creature over here that I can sell them to, and the reason I want to do that is because I have almost exactly 7,000 beans, which would let me unlock the ability for large creatures to breed in their own pens, which would be a pretty big unlock. I could actually grow cows again, but I've been neglecting it because I want to make sure I can pay the trapper when he comes back. But if I can feed these, is it to this guy? Sell all. Because he eats them? That's pretty funny. Oh, but it was 14 beans. Oh, whatever. At least I got rid of them. Cleaning out the water filtration system. Nothing good. I guess the money is okay. Wisps of the Grove. Hunter and farming XP. No level ups, though. Alright, doing big top. Magic, 42. Range 36. Herblore 57. I was reviewing the totems that I'm saving for. I guess I should just get the totem so I never have to think about it again. But like one of them, it's not going to matter until I do Plague's End. One of them's not going to matter until possibly ever. The Abyss totem's not very useful, it doesn't seem like. But I don't ever want to be in a position where I have to wait 2 weeks to get a buff that I want right now. So I'll just get the totems even though I can't use them. All right, I'm going to take the Totem of the Abyss because that's the one I'm more likely to use first. And then next time I'll get the Totem of Crystal. Then we'll start doing just Herblore lamps from that point forward. Doing my Agaroth kills. Decent summoning bonus XP for that. Yeah, fully upgrade the Penguin Spy device by tracking penguins. I forgot that that's a thing. I should double check what other unlocks I have. I don't think any of them matter. Alright, I should have been getting summoning pouches this whole time because then I can disassemble them. I'm gonna go do Broken Home early to throw it on summoning, and then I'm officially free for today to do quests and stuff. Alright, Broken Home, here we go. Just did this yesterday. This is one of my favorite cutscenes that I've seen in all of this game. There's like a really great expressive face on the main character when the monster shows up. Like they can't really make the face terribly expressive because of the painted on eyes, but right after this happens, that it looks great. All right, I gotta grab this really quick and then speedily teleport over to the
farm because I got my alarm while I was in there that I need to grab my chickens. They're adolescents. Claim reward. Excellent. Okay, get the hell out of here. Let's go farm. Whew, made it just in time before they turned adult. Okay, I'm gonna turn those in. I'm gonna use this XP lamp. All right, I got my farm stuff done. Here we go. Summoning. This should let me make spirit terror birds now, I think. Yeah, 52 summoning. Spirit terror bird pouch. Amazing. All right, so we're gonna do quests here in a second. I want to try making a couple of these pouches really quick. I've saved the vast majority of these gold charms the entire time I've had them. Let's see what I can get with these bird meats. I guess the fact that I use some bird meats on the player-owned farm isn't that big of a deal, simply because the limiting factor is going to be GP for spirit shards. It's not going to be raw bird meats, I don't think. An advantage of these is that they use way fewer spirit shards per summon, so that's good. It's still a lot, but I'm not going to go broke instantly, I guess. It looks like the Terror Bird can carry 12 items, so I'm not going to disassemble all of these just yet. I'll have them like on hand to disassemble in case I need the resources later, but otherwise the 12 items might be useful for some activities. Summoning 53. Might just do this whenever I have bonus XP to burn through. I think you get more bonus XP the higher your level is when you go to assign it to a skill, so I want to try to have the highest possible level skill whenever I'm assigning bonus XP. Alright, so this is going to close out all my bonus XP and get me to 54 summoning. And I'm probably just going to train summoning whenever I have bonus XP to spend on it. Otherwise, I'm going to go broke constantly. Alright, I think it's quest time. I put it off long enough. Lost City. I went ahead and filtered out the completed ones. We're officially in 2002. After Dragon Slayer, we are out of the 2001 quests. So actually, before I go do Lost City, I need some AFK so I can eat some breakfast. So I'm just going to chop down and disassemble these Acadia logs, or simple parts, and hopefully get to unlock the Tier 2 Port District bank deposit box. That would be really convenient. Wow, Acadia logs are amazing for simple parts. It's unfortunate I really need to also fletch them, but this seems pretty great. I've got a desert locust from these trees. Assume that goes in the little book. Yeah, let me double check what all is in the logbook. Woodcutting, 64. Alright, there's the level 2 port unlock. I think getting all of the various bank deposit box is probably worth going for, so I might switch to Imperial here. The only other thing on the Ports District, I don't care about this, I don't care about this, I don't care about this. This is maybe helpful, but I don't really care about it. I don't care about this. This is very helpful, but it's so far away I might be done with fishing by the time I unlock it. And I don't care about the rest of it. So yeah, I think this is probably the most crucial early unlock for everything, and then I can try to pick one to go for, I guess. Alright, breakfast has been eaten. Port level 2 has been unlocked. I can fish there now with ease. Let me go do this quest. For reals. Don't need any items. It looks like Lost City has not changed from old school. I'm just gonna do it. It does look like I need to have a weapon to cast spells, so a slight difference from doing this quest on old school is I need to bring materials to make a wand on Entrana, which is what this stuff is. These guys have been moved quite a bit further into the lumbered swamp. I think we just talked to this guy, right? The warrior. Alright, accept quest. I guess the option is chop instead of chop down. Could move that too. I guess because of the tool belt, I don't need to kill a zombie for a hatchet anymore, because you just bring your hatchet with you. You just can't use it as a weapon, I guess. I don't know if this is still safe spottable. I guess I should have thought about that before I came with no materials, with no food. Turn off legacy combat just in case. In old school, you can hide behind one of these mushrooms. Okay, you can still do that. That's nice. Alright, tree spirit completed. Chop the drama tree again. I need several of these, right? Save myself some trips to Entrana. I think I just need 2, one for recipe for disaster and one for this one, but I'll get a bunch of them because why not? Oh wow, I hate the Draman staff. It just looks like a regular lame staff. That's kind of boring. Oh, so does the staff in game. It has a cooler sprite in old school. Or model, I should say. Make one of these into cinnamon. I'm just going to save the rest of the branches. That quest is a lot more chill in this game than it is in old school. I believe this is the door we want here. Nice. You've completed Lost City. Cosmic runes would be nice. I have to find a cosmic talisman. I figured out that. Probably farming in the abyss is my most straightforward way to get one. Or I'll think about that. Alright, that's the quest I owed from yesterday, so today I'm going to do one quest, and that's Witch's House. Alright, I was able to squeeze out just enough beans to have extras left over for the trapper, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up the animals can now breed in large pens upgrade. Next, I'm going to want the large pen deed 2, so I can be running cows in both of them. I guess technically I have yaks unlocked, but I have to wait for the trapper to give me yaks, or I could better do quests to get out to Yatiso and Natiznat to farm one, but it seems like they're a pretty huge hassle to farm for. Okay, it looks like they moved the witch's house west of Falador. I was about to teleport to Taverley. Other than that, though, I think this is the same quest as old school. Yeah, here it's right outside this little wall you can jump over. They moved it right here. Yeah, I'll accept quest. Very mild change where they added a crying sound effect to this kid. The voice acting, though. Graphics down here are a little more interesting. You can still see the Grim Tails giant rats over here, which is kind of neat. This is definitely one of like the silliest quests in the game, and there are some very silly quests. The whole thing with the magnet is really funny. I don't know if the old school version of the quest has cheese and gloves available for you to pick up, but that's nice either way. All right, time to fight the witch's experiments. Purple chicken looks cool. Purple spider looks cool. I think they're all just like palette swapped. All right. Didn't really change the look of the experiments at all, it seems like, which is fair. Very minor change. It says that getting caught teleports you outside the house without losing the ball, which I think in old school, if you get teleported out, you have to do the whole quest from scratch, which seems pretty annoying. Turning this ball to Harvey. There we go. 6,325 Constitution XP. Hit points 51. Constitution 51. So tomorrow I will do Merlin's Crystal. Oh, we gotta do Heroes quest. Can I even physically do it? I guess so. Yeah, because I guess it's all the quests that have been released up to that point. Makes sense. Wasn't sure if there were going to be like quest point requirements. It seems like this is mostly the same quest, but they would have had to have changed parts of it because of the way they changed Shield of Arov, so I assume you don't need another player for it. Okay, I can just do stuff now. I still have a bunch of editing I have to do, so I am going to go fishing, I think, in Menaphos with my new bank deposit box. Before that, I guess I might quickly make some fishing urns, because I'm burning through those pretty fast. This is a bit of a candy loop distraction, but I kind of want to just have urns for everything because I have it. They're like completely trivial to make. The only ones that are kind of annoying, I guess, farming urns use nature runes, which isn't super great. Smelting urns only work while smelting bars, which kind of sucks because you already get kind of shit XP from that anyway. And hunter urns use mud runes, which I'll have to figure out a solution to later. I'll just make 14 of each of them, I guess. Why not? Oh my goodness, I got another Chinchampa. It's probably going to be the same gender as the one I have right now. Send him back off. I don't remember what sex my current one is. Let me go check. Okay, so my current one is male. Please be female. Please be female. Fuck. I'm just making some smelting urns. I mean, if I have to smelt an entire inventory of Bainite ore at some point to get the 90 smithing, I may as well get some extra XP out of it. I feel like if I have these in my bank, then I'll just use them, but if I have to go and craft them, I'll forget. So I'm just gonna make, 14 of each kind of urn and just have them available. And that way, if I run out of the urns, that'll be my cue to replace them. This is honestly, like, barely any effort, given how many hours of content it fuels XP to. It seems like a pretty trivial misplay to not use these most of the time. Go ahead and make some mud runes. This should be enough to use my hunting urns there. Yeah, 26 mud runes, that's fine. Alright, so I now have all the different kinds of urns. I don't know how many of these I'm practically going to be using, but I'll try to remember them whenever I do the relevant kind of skill training. Alright, it's fishing time. I'm going to go do a shitload of fishing over in Menevos. Try to get this Stardew Valley video edited. I'm coming up on some time off. I'm going to be traveling for about a week, during which I will likely still do my dailies on my phone, but I'm going to try to avoid playing the game too much separate from that. Something I might do, I have no particular reason to pursue it, but I might want to level up my mining a little bit more. I could maybe focus on fishing. If I do anything like that, it's just going to be an AFK skill like mining or fishing. Maybe cooking through food, and then I'll summarize what my gains were when I come back, like we did with the Chicago trip before. Maybe actually I'll take the opportunity to do agility, because agility is like super annoying, extremely slow, something I can do in an airport, something that more levels in it would help. It would help with mining and other skills, and I'm not going to want to be sitting at a computer recording that, so I'll confirm when it's time for me to leave for that trip, but that's going to be the plan, I think. Oh, that's convenient. There's a right-click deposit all fish option on this deposit box. Fishing, 71. I might actually want to pop to a... I can catch a third fish here at level 72 fishing, and I'm currently 71. Looks like there's bars that sell a really cheap beer that increases your fishing by 1, which should be enough for me to catch the next tier early. It might help with my XP per hour, so I'm going to pop over and check that out. Bought 10 ales, why not? I guess I could also go make a fishing potion with Avantoe and Snape Grass, but... Oh wow, yeah, the XP for catching one of these is quite a bit higher than the others. I wish this game had the little buff indicator showing you your current buffs. That's a RuneLite feature, but it's a really useful RuneLite feature. Alright, I ran out of those pretty fast, so I'm just going to really quickly make 5 fishing potions here that should last me all the time I need it to last me. A pink message, while fishing you find a slimy egg. You place it in your inventory. Inspect slimy egg. Oh, it's a pet. Alright, that's cool. Expressed this repeatedly in my old school RuneScape playthrough, but I don't give a shit about pets at all. Anything that's just cosmetic is like meaningless to me. It's cool, I guess, when you get them, but... Alright, I got the level 2 Imperial rep unlock. I think all of these are questionably useful. By the time I get to this level, I feel like I'll have outclassed the relevant upgrade. Like, I don't think I'm going to be chopping Acacia trees anymore when I get to this level. Definitely not pickpocketing the gullible tourist anymore. The mining one might be relevant for longer, but I think I'm going to take the fishing one, because I think this is a really good place to train fishing. Days will go all the way up to like the mid-90s, so... We'll stay on the ports, I guess. Why not? Alright, fishing 72. The potions lasted me just long enough. I just ran out of them. So now I can natively catch the beltfish here. Just up a desert locust in amber. I don't know if you actually get anything for doing this other than like a cosmetic title or something. You have unlocked a chance to roll for Implings and Guthix butterflies when skilling in Menefos. Huh. For getting Menefos level 4. Guthix butterflies are interesting. I feel like that's going to be a big candy loop. It was a bit of a candy loop for me in old school RuneScape as well, because they work the same as here's a Guthix. So I'm probably going to have to like maneuver to make sure that summoning is my lowest skill so that those butterflies go on to summoning. I should be able to do that. I'll have to level fire making, runecraft, dungeoneering, and archaeology. Oh, and I guess ranged and magic as well. I'll figure it out. I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. If it starts leveling up archaeology, I guess it's not the end of the world. This definitely feels like a skill that you don't want to get any kind of external XP on, though, because you're going to end up having to do all the mysteries and complete all the collections anyway. So, you might want to at least level up archaeology so it's not getting it. I wouldn't mind it going on, I don't know, ranged or magic or something. Maybe passively get high alchemy. That would be nice. Okay, a baby impling spawned. I don't want baby implings. I might just turn off virtually all of the implings and only get Guthix butterflies, but I'll double check impling lists. Which ones can I catch? Guess I would accept a spirit and a magpie impling. Spirit or above, maybe. Apparently a lady here who can change that for me. Impling collector, toggle implings. Don't want any of these. Can't catch ninjas yet. This is probably fine for now. Say they replace lucky implings with kingly implings, huh? Alright, my time for fishing is basically up. I need to pop away, and when I come back, I'm gonna have more dailies to do, but I also haven't finished editing my thing, so I'll likely be back here soon. Ended up getting the fishing rod-o-matic to level 8. So getting it to 10 seems pretty reasonable. I'm hoping that it'll be enough XP once I get it to 10 that it'll get me to the point where I can start getting junk chance reduction. That seems pretty important. Let's go ahead and uncurl these guys. I think I have a week to figure out all these decorations. Some of them actually do things, I think. Alright, that concludes the episode. We are back on the quest wagon. The next few episodes are going to have more quests. Going to be checking out some light bossing, doing barrows, and focusing on Dagonoth Rex to get a dragon hatchet. So stay tuned next week for all that. See you later.